So riders completing their inspection of the course and moving out of the ring at this time. And I'd like to welcome everyone here to the Ottawa Summer Tournaments here at Wesley Clover Parks. 2022 marks the 7th anniversary of the Ottawa Equestrian Tournaments here at the parks. I'll be up here bringing you the action, and my name is Jeff Morgan. I'll be working with Randy Roy. Randy will be covering the action in the arena on the field of play for our live stream. So again, if you have someone at home that couldn't make it out with you today, give them a call. Tell them to go to the website for the tournaments. They'll find a button there that will link them to the live streams. They can watch along with you. I want to thank the class sponsor to get things underway here. Horseware, the makers of some of your favorite products like Rambo, Rhino, and Amigo horse rugs. Horseware has been making a life better since 1985, and their iconic red coolers have become a big part of winning here in Ottawa. Horseware's Rambo range is still made in Dundalk, Ireland, under founder Tom's watchful eye, with the same attention to detail and high-quality material that they've prided themselves in using since 1985. Horseware rugs are tested on at least 20 horses before they launch, from tiny ponies to huge Irish drafts, with all sorts of breeds, sizes, and shapes in between. This is to ensure the perfect fit for your horse. Also want to thank our friends at Equestrian Digital for their partnership in presenting this week's live stream coverage. Equestrian Digital helps to simplify, manage, and communicate everything at the Ottawa Summer Tournaments to our viewers using or tuning in from home. Stay better informed with a streamlined experience from Equestrian Digital. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Tracy Howard, center ring. She's down on the field plate. Welcome, Tracy.
Jeff, appreciate all of your work up there. You do a great job. I want to first, I know Jeff mentioned it a little bit, but I want to make sure I thank the crew that did all of the decorating and managed the fill. So to Evie Frisk and her team, Chris Brandt and Levko Molina, you do a beautiful job on this field. Thank you so much. We do have, I believe, one of the nicest Derby courses once it's built in the country on this field. We're very proud of it. And I'm here today with Megan Rollins from Victoria, British Columbia. Megan is an FEI Level 2 course designer, but she is also an outstanding hunter course designer. She's done the Royal Winter Fair. She's doing it again this year. And we are so thrilled she was able to join us and build this beautiful track for us. Megan, tell us a little bit about what you set today.
So what I've set is we've got jumps 1 through 12. And we start with a nice number 1 right behind us, beside us here. Horses come in, they can come off the left or the right rein, so they can jump whichever rein the horses jump better off of. And then it continues around to the option at number 2. There's a high option and a low option, just nice and inviting, get the horses galloping a little bit. And then we go up to number 3, which is an oxer, nice 9 or 10 strides up the hill on a slight bend right. And we'll continue around. And then after number 3, there's some options for handiness. We can go inside the combination or outside the combination. And we can also go inside or outside of number 10. And we come around to number 4, which is the oxer right in front of us here. And it's a sort of a black barn board with straw bales. And once again, there's a high or low option. After that, we're going to turn left. And we can go inside or outside the Horseware standards, just as the island, and we come up to the barrel, and there's a barrel and some boxes with some brick pillars, and once again it's a nice number 9 or 10 strides up the hill to the 2-stride combination. After the 2-stride, we have some options of various tracks that you can take so we can show off our horse's handiness, or if you have a greener horse you can go around, whichever you would like. And we come to number 8, which is behind us, and that has just a track option, so the horses can jump either side of it, and there's no height option, but it gives you can decide which one you want to jump to set you up best for which way you want to turn after. You can turn right or left after, and there's a high option that you can jump either right or left rein, depending, or if you turn right, you can also jump the low option. From there, we proceed up to jump number 10, which is an option of direction, depending on which high or low option you jumped at 9. Then you continue to number 11 and down to number 12, which is a high or low option. It just gets the horses galloping. This field is beautiful. The fill is beautiful, so we hope to see some good jumping. We want the horses to jump beautifully, and I think the field really encourages the horses to jump out of their gallop and have beautiful jumps and these beautiful jumping style, which is what we want to see in our hunters.
Thanks so much, Megan. We appreciate your insight into the course here today, and we certainly hope you're enjoying your time with us here in Ottawa. We appreciate your organization as well as your talent. You've been doing the other jumper ring for us and have kindly come over to do this side. So once again, thank you, and I hope that the nation's capital has been treating you well.
Thank you very much. It's been great to be here.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Tracy. We're going to have a great day of competition here for the Hunter Derby Series. This series, founded by Knightwood Stables, Muffy Guthrie and Jeff Brandemeyer, is a high-performance hunter class. It presents competitors with an opportunity to best showcase the talents of their horses and the riders over a challenging course. They have, as Megan indicated there, high-performance marks, handy marks, take-your-own-line options. The class combines a hunter classic with a handy hunter class in one-round format. It provides opportunity for hunter riders to take center stage in the Grand Prix environment and showcase the high-performance capabilities of horse and riders, doing this through challenging courses that demand athleticism and boldness, natural and interesting jumps with great variation in construction, as you see before you, judging that rewards handiness and brilliance while still emphasizing jumping style, manners, way of going, and smoothness. Style, manners, and way of going and smoothness, of course, the most important. And we'll have a mark for you after each of the rides. The rider will come in, complete their course. We'll have a round mark for them, a hunter mark, or points. That will be followed by the handy mark, and then the high performance mark, or the high options, whether the riders take the smaller or the higher option. 2 points awarded for every time they jump the higher option. That will give us a total mark or total score for each rider. So sit back, enjoy, get yourself comfortable, make new friends. We are live streaming today. So again, make sure your friends at home are aware of that. Go to the tournament's website, click on the live stream button, and you'll join us live here at Wesley Clover Parks. Just about 4 minutes away now from the first on course today. We had a scheduled start of 2 o'clock. And to be fair to the competitors, we're going to stick to that. They had their day planned for a 2 o'clock start, so they're warming up. They will be down to join us as their turn comes up to challenge the course set by Megan Rollins. For those of you watching at home, welcome. Glad you're with us. This is live from Wesley Clover Parks. And today, Randy Roy is with us in the booth. Randy will be bringing you the action during the rounds, so you'll be treated to a commentary from Randy as the riders are on course. And then you can compare what he tells you to what the judges' marks are.
Okay, afternoon. I'm so thrilled to be invited here to Wesley Clover on this beautiful field to do one of my first jobs ever as a commentator. It should be quite exciting. I'm going to do it like as if I'm judging the class. I'm going to watch them go and comment on their jumps and what I think is good and how I think they're going to end up placing maybe. That'll be fun. And I do appreciate being asked to do this, and it's a beautiful day, beautiful field, and Megan's done a great job from Victoria on the course. It looks magnificent, and a great group of people around me here, so all should go well, and looking forward to doing it. Thank you so much.
So looking forward to Randy's commentary today. For those of you at home, don't forget, if you like what you're watching, call your friends. They can all join in. Just go to the Ottawa Tournament's website. You'll see a button there for the live stream. Just click on that, and you can be part of the family here. Do enjoy your day online. Thanks for joining us at home.
We have a new leader right now.
And Austin Peter Roy is Randy's grandchild. He is a proud grandfather recently, just 2 days. So Randy, thanks so much for joining us here. If you want to give us a little bit of your take on this track out here in this beautiful field.
Okay, yeah, I'm thrilled. I'm acting like the town crier with being the grandfather. So exciting with my grandson. So anyway, a great track here, which Megan has done for us. We have the first jump option off either lead, right or left, whatever you might jump best off of. That's what they'll choose. And then probably an inside turn to a high option or a low option to a little bit of a broken line, maybe a 9-stride line to the oxer. And then a long gallop with lots of options to turn back to a high or a low oxer on the right, high, low on the left. And then a left sharp inside turn again to a high or a low to a 2-stride in and out. And then lots of other options, lots of beautiful jumps. Great event that we have coming up, and I'll just pass you over to the announcer to start the first horse.
So Randy Roy providing the color commentary for you at home and for you here on the field. Thank you for joining us. Number 692, first to jump today, 692. Ainsley Vince riding for Tatum Horan, the owner.
Okay, here we have an attractive gray horse in a Pelham coming off the left lead to the first jump. Left lead. And a very good jumper. Jumped that really well. And she's got a nice gallop going for her. She's doing the inside turn. And she obviously is looking at jumping the higher option on the right side. And she does that. But unfortunately, you know, that's what happens. It's kind of hurtful a little bit that she had that rail down. So, but again, a beautiful horse, beautiful type. And unfortunate she had that rail down. But she chose to jump the higher option. And that's the name of the game, you know. She'll be penalized for that, but otherwise, it sure has enough scope. It's a beautiful way of going. And look, and here she does did the high option there. She does the high option here. No problem with the height. So that's very unfortunate when you look back on that. And now she's going to the 2-stride in and out, which she does really well, really well. Yeah, all the turns. Steady, consistent gallop, and she's going to go to the option vertical here, either the right or the left, both the same height. She picks the one on the left, jumps that. She does another wicked inside turn. Love that. And she's going to jump the high here. Oh, beautiful, beautiful jump there. It's so unfortunate. I know the judges are thinking this could be one of my best ones, and it's just the way it goes. Here, an option, you either do left or you do right, going the other way on this one. And then she's going to the vertical up at the end of the ring by the grandstand, by the pavilion. And then she's going to have a long up down to a big ox, right or left. And here we go. She's going to jump the high. And I just cannot tell you how unfortunate that was. So it's going to be a score because of the rail, which is reality, but anyway, way it is.
So I have the score for this ride. That's Ainsley Vince with Tatum Horan's Casido di Corvo. 45 for the mark, the rounds mark 45. 6 handy points, 10 for the options, and that's a total of 61. Total de 61. 2:15 at the ring now. This is the second ride for this $10,000 Hunter Derby, brought to you by Horseware, Jackpots, and Emmanuel Giffroy riding for Catherine Fortin.
Okay, another gray horse, a little darker gray, Pelham, nice look, coming to the first jump off the left lead. Again, I think that sets them up for the turn better to come off the left because they're going left, and then he does the inside track here, going to the second jump, which he's going to look at, and he's going to do the high option, which he clears. And then he's going to go down and jump the single oxer. Yeah, a little bit deep there, you know, a little bit deep, a little bit close to it. But again, is doing an inside turn, and he's staying on a good gallop. And he's going to jump the bigger oxer, which he does well. And now he's going to come to the higher option here on the left side. And he clears that one. And that was a good jump. And here's going to the in and out. He has to ride him a little bit forward there, but he does it well. He jumps it really well. Might be a little bit argumentative in his mouth, and a little maybe too much flexion, but good though. I mean, a good jumper, a good gallop. And here we're going to take the left side of the option jump, but not high or low. They're both the same height, remember. And now we're going to turn right, back inside turn, very good. And he's going to jump the higher option there, which he does well. A little slow to that, but a good form, good form. And now we're going to go and jump the vertical up at the end, into the pavilion, and the vertical right in front of the grandstand. A little bit quiet there, but fine. Good gallop. And he's going to come down to the higher option, the bigger oxer here. Yeah, and jumps up really well. It was a very good jump. So all in all, a good round, good jumping, and what the judges think.
So I wait for the judges' scores for Catherine Fortin's jackpot. Number 215, Jackpot and Manu Giffroy scored a 73-73. 10 pour les options, 10 for the options, 6-6 handy mark. First score of 89, pointage de 89. $292 will be next on course. Le 292 arrive à la porte, just arriving at the in gate. VDL Ironic, owned by Vimna Jensen, ridden in the Derby by Lauren Hayes.
Okay, here we have a plain bay, nice bay, and a D-bit coming to the first jump off the left lead again. Popular lead, you know, but it is an option, so I think this works better for the riders. And that was a good jump. Jumped that really well. She's going to gallop up and do, again, inside turn here. And she's looking at the bigger vertical. Jumps it well. And a little bit of a cross canter there for a few steps. A little bit long there and looked concerned about it. And jumped a little bit high, but well. Now she's going to come inside and go to the bigger oxer here. Very scopy horse, very scopy. A little bit long there, and a little bit, you know, maybe he's not quite adjusted to the hunter world right yet. He's looking just a little jumpery, but certainly jumps well. And I think she got to the in and out where she didn't want to get. He kind of dragged her into that and pulled her into a pretty deep distance, like kind of not great. She wasn't happy with that, but he pulled her into that. Because, you know, as he got going, maybe he thinks he's a jumper a little bit, and he hasn't got adjusted to the hunter mode yet. But a nice type, and sure has lots of scope. Lots of scope. So she's done all the bigger options here. And she'll do that, which is a good jump. And then she'll take the right-hand side of this option. Yep. Very, very careful, you know, very respectful of the rails, which is good. Gets his head up a little bit high. He's concerned. He's not quite happy with this new life that he's... Get it, I think. Very scopy, though. I love his jump. Beautiful jump.
For the Horseware Derby, that was number 292, VDL Ironic, ridden by Lauren Hayes for Wim Janssen. The score from the judges for VDL Ironic and Lauren Hayes today, a score of 69 for that round. 10 took all the high options, toutes les options pour 10 points. 3 handy points, 3, for a total of 82, un total de 82. Brings in number 407. The next on course is Carrera S, owned by Johnny Légaré and ridden by Isabelle Lapierre.
Okay, here we have another left lead start. Popular brown horse in a D-bit. Attractive. Ooh, good jumper. Good jumper. Very attractive. You know, looks like he's well adjusted to the hunter world. She's going to jump the high option here. Beautiful jump. Beautiful. Good gallop and a great look. It's all right. You know, maybe she did the turn there. That would a little bit quiet, but not bad because it jumps great. It jumps really well. This will be a nice gallop here to the single oxer. Yeah, beautiful again. Square, great jump, inside turn, bigger vertical here. Beautiful. And a nice jump there. And right to the two stride. There you go. There you go. Great jumps there. You know, this is what you want to see. This is a great gallop, a great look, and the jumps couldn't be better. Great style. She's very confident in what she's doing. And there's another, she's going to do the right side, which works great. And now she's going to do a little different route here. She's going to jump this bigger vertical off the left lead. Maybe a little better off the left lead that she knows her horse than off the right. But again, a beautiful jump there. Beautiful. I won't fault her for that at all. Now, this makes her have to do this other vertical, coming this way, not going into the pavilion. So she's going to jump this, and then she's going to have to turn left. Beautiful. And left, but a good... You know, she's got a really good concept of a gallop. She works with that gallop, and everything comes up for her. Roses. No, it looks great. And she's got it. And you can look at this horse. You can watch him go. He's got a beautiful way of going, and there's a beautiful distance. All right. And then she's going to know just what she has off the left lead, and she's going to come and jump the last oxer. There you go. And I'll tell you what, that's my pick. That is my pick. Beautiful round, well executed.
407, Carrera S, and Isabelle Lapierre riding for Johnny Légaré. Le pointage pour Isabelle Lapierre et Carrera S. A score of 83-83. Tous les options, adding 10, 10 pour les options. Handy mark of 8, 8 pour un total de 101, 101. And that score is worthy of applause, with number 571 coming in next. Staccato Grande W, owned by Marie-Soleil Dubois, monté par Vanessa Robert.
Okay, here we go. A brown horse in a D-bit, coming to the first jump off the left lead. Big horse, attractive. Oh, he didn't like that. Yeah, you know, you could just see him, unfortunately, through the turn. He raised up his head and looked like he was looking a little bit, and he just looked like he wasn't ready for this. He just was worried about it. He looked concerned. He raised up his head and he was worried about it. So now she's going to have to override him to make sure he jumps it. And that's unfortunate. You know, it's reality. It's a little touch of, you know, it's a different field. It's different jumps. It takes a really generous, brave horse to come in here and jump all these jumps. And she obviously is going to make good choices now. Having stopped at the first jump, she's going to jump the lower options and just get her horse around and try to make him comfortable. And she's not going to do anything risky. She's going to give herself a little room and try to build the confidence back, which is a smart thing to do. Very smart. No highs, jump the lows, be a little toury, and try to get him to relax. Yeah, because he is a good jumper, and she knows what she has to do to repair this.
Tell us, Randy, do you find that this field is a bit intimidating? Like it's got all the tents around it, it's a big grass field. Would this be a little bit of a challenge for some of these horses?
Absolutely, you know, and it depends on their age. If they're not as experienced as a lot of horses, might be comfortable in another ring, and this is another world here. This is another world. So you need to get prepared for it. I had a wonderful horse that won everything here, and I thought I was on top of my game, and I came in here and he didn't want to play. And I had to regroup, because he didn't want to play, and I had to understand that, and I thought, but they tell you, they let you know. Anyway, she's had a rail as well, but she's getting it better. She's getting it better here.
They do jump very different, don't they, Randy, between the fiber footing and this type of grass field? Do you find they can really open up and show their athleticism on a grass field?
Absolutely, you know, and we do not get this opportunity. Footing is beautiful, it's cushiony, it's comfortable, they jump really well on it, but again, they're not used to it either. So, you know, it's a great opportunity, and boy, you can build the jumps and have them jump really well on a field.
571 de 571, Staccato Grande W. And Vanessa Robert, riding for Marie-Soleil Dubois, la propriétaire. Le pointage de 38, a score of 38 for that round for Staccato Grande W. 2 points, just a single high option taken, 0 for Handy, a total of 40, total de 40. Coming to the gate, à la porte d'entrée, le 659. This is 659. The bridle number assigned to Rio Time. Rio Time, ridden by Dominique Gérard de Beaulay. She is the owner.
Okay, we have a big attractive bay horse in a D-bit. And again, all left leaders, which is fine. So she comes to the first jump. No problem. Oh, good jumper. Right away you know it's a good jumper. Jumped great, slowed down, jumped high and square and even, and he's alert. He's looks like he's pretty focused about what he's doing. A little bit deep and maybe a light rub in front there, but cleared it. A little bit of a cross canter for one step, fixed that, and that was a really good jump there. And she did the inside turn. Yeah, I like this horse. Jumps great, really well. And now she's going to come here to the higher option on the right side, the bigger oxer. And again, square, straight, very good jump. Very good jump. Inside turn, and she's going to jump the higher vertical here, which she does really well. And she's going to go right to the two stride, you know. You know, he has a great look, and he's focused. He looks really happy doing what he's doing, and he's got a good gallop and a great jump. And here she's going to jump the left side. Yeah, again, very good there. She's going to turn inside here, handy, and she's going to jump the higher vertical there. Yeah, good, very good there, very good. Very kind, generous horse. Very rideable, smooth, yeah, very good. And very respectful of the rails. He knows where he's putting his legs. A little bit heady there, came up with his head a little bit, raised up a little bit, and but settled down and got a good jump out of it. And now she's going to come to the last jump, the oxer, and again, jumps it well. It'll warrant a good score. That was good enough for sure.
659, 6:59 Rio time, and Dominique Gérard-Bollet. Le pointage pour le numéro 659, 6:59. That was a score of 71 from the judges. Took all the high options for 10 more marks there. 6 as a handy mark, 6, and that's a total of 87. Total de 87.
So Randy, thank you for joining us here.
At the gate number 724, le 724 à la porte d'entrée. Welcome at Chatsworth, owned by Olivia Grunwagen, the rider today.
Okay, here we have a chestnut horse with a white blaze, 3 white, maybe 3 white and a tiny white sock. Coming to the first jump off the left lead, and She's going to do a tight turn a little bit. Yeah, good jumper. Again, a good jumper. We have a lot of those here. Boy, they sure know what they have. I like when they put their legs away so well like that. And here, she's going to go to the higher option. Jumps it well. Right across to the oxer. Oh, yeah. That was a good jump. High, scopy, relaxed. Yep, nice way of going. Yeah, and that was good. Nice turn, nice oxer. Back to the vertical here. Oh yeah, one of the best jumpers in the class right here, right now. Right now. A little bit quiet there, and she had to move up to jump out of the in and out. Maybe one more step in. A little quiet in, and then she had to shove him to jump out a little bit, push him a little bit to get out through the two stride. And now she's going to do the left side here. Good jump. She's going to go around here because she didn't get him quite back where she wanted. So she's got to go around that vertical, and she's going to go to the high here. Yeah, and swapped off there a bit to the left, but jumped it well. And you'll be happy on the left lead here. Yeah, good jump there. Jump and up to the far end. You know, it's a little funny there going to the vertical, a little argumentative, you know, raised up his head and resisted her a little bit. And wasn't quite as smooth right there, but definitely a good jumper for sure. So we'll see what the judges do with that.
Le 724, that was 724 Chatsworth, owned and ridden by Olivia Groenewegen. Le pointage des juges pour Chatsworth, le 724, number 724. 67 today, 67. 10 pour les options, 10 for the options. Handy mark of 6 pour un total de 83, a total of 83. Number 500 next, we'll see Spectre, owned by Taylor Bond, ridden by Taylor Brooks.
Okay, here we have a very attractive chestnut horse, white blaze, big white blaze, and maybe one of the better approaches to the first jump. She got a gallop to start. She stayed with her gallop. She went right through the turn and found that jump beautiful right there. And here, high, and jumped it really good. I love the look of this horse. He's got a great gallop, and he's really easy to look at. And she knew what she was doing there. She already had the turn planned and got a great jump out of the oxer and a good turn. And she's looking here, and she's going to jump the bigger oxer. Oh, wow. Wow, pretty impressive. This is a horse you'd really like to have. He's great gallop, great jump. And, you know, this is what it's all about. This is one of the best ones. This is what you got to, this is what it's all about, right? Like you're seeing right here in front of you right now. In and out was beautiful, and she's carried maybe the best gallop from the beginning through the class. She hasn't changed. She's kept that same rhythm, and there she does a great option there, and she's going to turn back to the bigger vertical, and she keeps her gallop. She never slows it down. She stays with that good gallop, and she has her horse, what I call, right in front of her, and the jumps come up. That was a little quiet, a little tidy there, a little quiet, but yet still a good jump. And very good there. That's the only thing I could hurt her for right there is that a little bit quiet there. And again, another quiet one. Just, I don't know what, He just settled down, and she ended up adding one more there and getting a little bit deeper than I'm sure she wanted to. But, you know, all in all, a class act, and so she chose the lower one to jump to finish. To maybe he got a little bit ready from the turns and the bigger jumps, and she had a little more horse than she wanted as she was going along.
Number 500, c'est le numéro 500, Spectre, et Taylor Brooks riding for Taylor Bond. Le pointage des juges pour Spectre et Taylor Brooks, the judges' marks, the score of 71, 71. 8 for the high options, 4 of them taken, 2 points each. And then a 5 for the handy mark, total of 84, total de 84. In the gate number 356, this is Coco Baloo, owned and ridden by Emma Rose Bennett.
Okay, here we have another gray horse in a Pelham, and all the way left lead. Going to raise up his head a little bit, and jumps the first jump well. And she's going to pick up a little bit of healthy gallop here. She's got her horse right in front of her, and jumps the higher vertical there, and across to the Oxer, and she's keeping it going for her. You know, she's got a positive ride, a forward ride. She chose to go around here and not go inside, so she's going to be a little toury, which is fine. She knows her horse, and she maybe doesn't want to surprise him. Wants to give him a little room with that bigger Oxer there, which worked out for her. He jumped it well, and he's turning away to jump the bigger vertical here. Ooh. You know, maybe, you know, unfortunate for sure. He didn't quite sight in on it, and he kind of lost his form, and he had it down seriously, and that kind of scared him a little bit, and then he has to go down to the in and out, which he chose to stop at. I think the vertical scared him a little bit because he didn't come well off the ground right in front of him, and he lost his form, and that scared him a little bit. So now she's got to be sure about what she does now. Yeah, he's going to be a little cautious, and he's going to be now with that having happened. So here we go across, and she's got to get it all back and try to make him comfortable again. Yep. But she's coming around. She's got to repair what happened and try to finish it well. And there she goes to that vertical. Yeah. He's a little worried, a little concerned, but she's giving him a little bit of room here just to make sure she doesn't surprise him again, and lets him see the jump and gives him a little more room. But, you know, again, she's trying to be positive. She's trying to get him around and get him back where she wants him. So she'll go down and jump the latch. Yeah, and she finished. Okay.
Coco Baloo and Emma Rose Bennett, le numéro 356, number 356. Scores for Coco Balou and Emma Rose Bennett. Le pointage des juges, the round scored as a 37-37. 8 pour les options, 8 for the options, 2 handy points, 2 pour total de 47. That's a total of 47. Two more to show in this section. Number 800, le numéro 800, King's Landing. The owner and rider is Elodie Lemieux.
Okay, here we have a bay horse. Nice markings, attractive, nice canter, good gallop. The first jump. Ooh, a little bit of a surprise and a little bit hesitant at the first jump. I call it stalling off the ground or sticking off the ground. Not sure about what he was doing. And now he's going to pick it up and get better. He got a little surprised by the first jump and then he hesitated. And she's a little cautious there, a little deep, but a very good jumper. And she's getting it back where she wants it right now. So she's going to go here and take the higher option here, which he's very capable of doing. I mean, he's very capable. He's not, I don't think he's afraid of anything. I think he's just, on a good jump there. And she's going to make up here and get right to the in and out. Yeah. I mean, I like him. He's a beautiful type. He's really smooth across the ground. And I like the way he jumps. I like the way he goes. And unfortunate about the first jump. Oh, yeah, he's a good one. He's a good one. She just maybe, I don't know. I mean, she got where she just hesitated. That kind of hurt her a little bit there. But definitely a quality horse. No, and there to the bigger one, he cleared it in front, but he couldn't get away from it behind. So he dragged it down behind. But, that's not a part of him. But he's quality, for sure, quality. Yeah, you'll see him in the results somewhere. He's going to be there. I love his gallop, and I like his look. And, just didn't maybe work out for her today. It's the way it goes. But look at that. Beautiful jumps. Okay, here we go.
À la fin du parcours, le 500, le 800, number 800, King's Landing and Elodie Lemieux. Pointage pour le 800, King's Landing et Elodie Lemieux. A round score of 46-46. 10 handy or 10 high points pour les options 10. 7 handy mark of 7. Total of 63, total de 63. Up to the gate, down number 693, le dossard 693. Ainsley Vince riding Victoria McDonald's, California.
Okay, here we have a very typey gray horse in a D-bit, like she rode another one that looks awful lot like this one first. Oh, and he thought, oh my gosh, I'm not loving this. I'm not loving this. And that's so sad, It's reality. There he just did a number on her. She did a beautiful turn. She did it right, and he just spooked. Might be a part of him. And he just pulled out to the right and caught her totally by surprise. And, it's not as if he's not capable. He's very capable. But maybe that's a little bit of a part of him, which is unfortunate because he sure is an athlete. He's capable, and that's very unfortunate, but little dose of, you're famous one day. He's going to win. So he wins. I mean, he's a winner. but didn't work out for her today. That's it's highs and lows. You can be right up there, and then this can happen. Too bad, but that's what it is. So she's going to be a little toury now. She's going to make sure about where she is. I think that totally took her by surprise. She thought she was going to be okay, and there's no part of them that's not capable of doing this. It's all there. Sometimes that spook can work for you, and sometimes it cannot work for you. And today it didn't work so well. Anyway, there'll be another day, and he's a winner. He's a winner. Yeah. There you go. She's getting it. Not going to let him get away with anything. She's going to tell him now, you've got to do it. You've got to do it. This is your job, and you know what? You're going to finish doing it. He is one of the best jumpers, without a doubt. And she's very accurate. Nothing on her part made that not happen right. That was a little bit him, but I'm sure she's dealing with it really, really well. Boy, she could have been all in her, too bad she had the rail with the first gray round, and now she had that out to the right on this one. It's not her day, but beautiful horses and a competent rider.
693 at the finish line, le 693 California, et Ainsley Vince. And for Victoria McDonald. Le pointage des juges pour California, Ainsley Vince, the score of 41-41. 10 pour les options, 10 for the options, 2 handy points, 2. Total de 53, a total of 53. One more to jump in this section. It will be number 454 in the gate, le 454. Leandro, owned by Rosalie Gagnon, ridden by Kelly Robinson.
Okay, another gray, a gray day. Lots of grays. Okay, we got a gray, D-bit, a little darker gray. Dark socks, very attractive, well marked. Going to the first jump. And that was a great ride. He might have been a little bit, but she just rode him right forward to that distance and made sure she got it done. That was a really good ride there. Ooh, and we got a good jumper here. A really good jumper. Really good jump. Well, she did that line one of the best of anybody. She got a little room at the Ecuestre, and she got right where she wanted to be. And he slowed down to jump it really well. And here, she's going to do the high here. Oh, yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Here. Side turn. Oh, yeah. Beautiful style. Beautiful ride. Yep. He is one good jumper. One good jumper. And she did that really well. I love the loose rein. She's soft. Yeah, and that option was great. She's going to turn back. Keep going a little bit. She's not having to fight. And that is so unfortunate. He just dropped down behind and had that rail behind, but jumped right up in front. Just didn't finish as well, but she leaves it all up to him. You know what I mean? And that's very generous of her, and it's an excellent ride. And it is a quality horse. So, a little bit kind of deaky there on that track a little bit, but she knows she. But, very capable. Anyway, the rail.
454, Leandro and Kelly Robinson riding today for Rosalie Gagnon. 2 pointages pour Leandro and Kelly Robinson. 48 for the tour. 10 for the high options, 10 pour les options. A handy mark of 8 pour un total de 66. Completes the first section and a reset now. And Tracy and Randy, tell us what we're seeing happen in the ring.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm up here with Mr. Randy Roy, who has been kind enough to join us to commentate on the live stream for us. Randy, as we head into the second section with 407 leading, that's Carrera S, explain to us a little bit what goes on with these Hunter Derbies and what changes between the two sections.
Okay, we started here with the 3'6", the bigger jumps and the higher options right up to 4 foot, which is the challenge. That's the top echelon of the hunter world. That's what it's all about, and I give credit to those, and that is the class that goes to the Royal Winter Fair at the end of the year, and we've combined it with the 3 foot section as well. But I just want to make you aware of the challenges for these 3-6 horses is a lot more demanding because they're looking at bigger jumps, and it's really about them in a lot of ways, and I would be a little bit generous with those scores, those horses that went around, because that's the bigger contest. And also, they've got to turn back and look at much bigger jumps and jump them really, really well. And that, again, is the class that goes to the Royal Winter Fair. The 3 foot horses, yes, wonderful, yes, great, but they can be a little more challenging and maybe a little handier because they can turn a little tighter and maybe gallop a little bit more because they're not looking back at a 4 foot jump, they're looking back at a 3 foot jump or 3'3" high option, which is lesser, which is fine. I mean, it's all one class, but again, I feel combined, I would be inclined to be a little more generous with my 3-6 horses, thinking that's what it's all about. That's what it started as. That's the event that we're really looking to go to the Royal with, and we're opening it up and making it wonderful for the 3 foot horses. It's an entree for them to come into a big Derby world and be a part of all this and play with these big boys. But again, you know, maybe a 3 foot horse is going to win. I'm not saying no to that. That can be great. You got to judge what you see. But anyway, I feel it's a wonderful opportunity for them, and it couldn't be played out better than in this field right here and now.
Thanks so much, Randy. We certainly appreciate your insight, and I know that the viewers at home are very lucky as you guide them through each jump. I know that you particularly did like 407 as it went around. That's Carrera S, our class leader. Tell us a little bit about, for the people listening, what you thought of the jump. And I know this is a previous Royal Winter Fair winner as well.
Yeah, I mean, I know the judges are generous in their grade, but you know, again, I'm a very generous judge. I'm a generous person. I really like to run them right to the roof, and I think that is the epitome of a great hunter round. There wasn't one fault with the jump, and she rode it expertly well, confidently, and to me, it was a great round. It's what it's all about. It's one about you'd want to see that one end up on the top of the pile or one of your better horses. For sure. I mean, it's a reward for a job well done, and it liked what it did. It had a great expression, and it was 100% confident.
Great. So it actually will give that 3 foot section a run for their money today. Thanks so much, Randy. And I think we're just about, well, they're still at it. It is a big project for sure to make sure that these jumps are all the right size. We have Megan Rollins down there making sure that everything is just perfect. It's very important that the attention to detail that our team is paying to these jumps is made so that these horses can come out here and give it their very best when they hit the field.
You know, it's so nice to see all these experts out here, Mike Lawrence and Chris Rintoul and all my friends that are so competent helping with the jumps to make sure everything gets built right. You see a lot of thorough, competent people out there making sure that they all contribute and they're getting all this to happen as fast as possible, and I really appreciate that, and I think it's a great group, and they have a great staff. It's a wonderful group to work with. I've worked with them many, many times here, and it's always a thrill, an honor, and a privilege to be a part of this horse show.
So it looks like we're just about set here to get back underway with the Horseware's Derby. Reset now to the 3-foot height. Course designer Megan Rollins just making the final checks to make sure everything is at the height that she wants them at. So once again, want to thank our sponsors as we continue with this class. Horseware, makers of some of your favorite products, are producers of Rambo, Rhino, and Amigo horse rugs. Horseware has been making life better since 1985, and their iconic red coolers that you see here at Ottawa, on all our champions and reserve champions, a big part of winning here at Ottawa. Also want to thank Equestrian Digital for their partnership in presenting this week's live stream coverage. Don't forget, live stream for those friends of yours who stayed home today can be accessed through the website here at the tournaments. Simply by clicking the button for the live stream and downloading the Equestrian Digital app, you can watch this on TV with the expert commentary from Randy Roy.
Okay, just looking at the course, which is a beautiful course again, I'm going to tell you, as you noticed in the section of 3-6, nobody came to the first jump off the right lead. You know, and as I'm sitting here, I'm going to tell you why I think nobody comes off the right lead. Somebody can for sure, but I think look at the left, look at the room off the left lead to get to the first jump. And if you were to come off the right lead, two problems. You'd have to come through a narrow gap inside the vertical with the straw bales, and as you're coming through that gap, they're going to sight in and spear in on the water. When they see that, they for sure are going to pull out. They will have no way seeing the first jump. So I think that makes sense. I'm following it now. I'm thinking, first jump, when you think of the options, think, if I was to do off the right lead, I'd go around the straw bales, but not inside. Anyway, just my thoughts.
So the ring crew moving off the field of play now, and Megan Rollins, our course designer, completed her verification of the heights on all the jumps. Set to go now with the second section set at 3 feet. A total of 30 in this Ottawa Summer Tournament to $10,000 Hunter Derby presented by Horseware. First to go in this section, number 217, le 217 à la porte d'entrée. Here at the gates, this is Athos, Van Het Poland Z, owned by Louis Vaillancourt, ridden by Manu Geoffroy.
Okay, first 3-foot horse coming in, brown, white socks, dappley, very attractive, white blaze, and left lead, and good jump, good jump. And he's nice gallop, very pleasing to look at. And he's going to go here to the higher option on the right. She jumps really well, really well. Cross canter, cross canter, cross canter. That's going to hurt him a little bit there. He didn't quite land the lead, and he had a little trouble getting it and sorting it out, going to the oxer. Now he's going to come to the bigger oxer here. And he jumps that well, no problem, very confident. And now he's going to come back to the bigger hole here. And he has it in front a little bit, but not offensively. And the way an inside turn here, and he's going to go vertical. Going to go a little bit here. Do anything too sharp. Too vertical with draw bales. Well, the way he softens up, he slows down to jump here to the bigger oxer, which is more than capable of doing. You know, very good, and got a good lead change there. Anyway, just the cross canter, otherwise great jumps.
Le 217-217, Athos van het Pauline Z in Manu Geoffroy. Pointage des juges pour Manu Geoffroy et Athos, 66 for that round. 10 for the high options, 10 pour les options. 8 handy mark, 8 pour le total de 86, a total of 86. A correction there, 84, total de 84. Number 550 coming in the ring, le 550 sur le parcours. Canon D, owned by Julie Wilson, ridden by Christine Wiggins.
Okay, here we have a nice, attractive, tall brown horse, and he's coming to the first jump off the left lead, which makes sense, and jumps it well, and she's going to land and step it up and keep it going forward. Always keep your horse in front of you. And there it works out better. High option there. Attractive. Nice way of going. And inside track here. And a good jump. Yep, and he jumped out well. And she's going to do inside turn here to the bigger vertical. Yep. Well. This horse has a very attractive way of going. He's a really good look. Very typey. Very typey. Like almost thoroughbred looking. Very quality horse. Quality. And he jumps really well. Yep. And she's riding him really well. She's good options. She knows what she has here, and she's riding him very confidently. Yep, and that was a good choice there. And she's staying out. You know, you might say he's a little high-headed, might want to have his head and neck out in front of him a little bit more, but it's consistent. He's not getting any higher, and he's just staying where he should be. Yep. There, and that was a nice jump. And she's going to come, she's done all the highs, and she's going to come inside track to the last jump. Yeah. Little bit long there. Maybe got to be a little bit heavy on her hand going near the end, but she expertly got him back where she wanted him, and she just let go and got a good jump out of the last jump.
550 Kenan D and Christine Wiggins across the finish line. I have a correction for the score for 217. Pour le 217, Athos et Manu Geoffroy, une correction au pointage. The correct score 64.5 for the round, 10 for the options, 8 for the handy mark, for a score of 82.5, 82,5. Et pour le 550 qui vient de compléter, for 550 Kenan D and Christine Wiggins. A score of 85, 10 for the options, 10 pour les options, 8 for the handy mark. Total de 103, a total of 103. $130 in the gate, le 130 sur le parcours Paragon, and Maud Boulanger-Bouchard riding for Dean Baker.
Okay, wow, here we have a right lead, and not working out so well. Oh, sorry, I hate to say it, but she also did another inside turn that I didn't even there. She did one last turn, maybe through the other gap was better. Now he's kind of worried about it. He's worried about it. And then the next jump was a little hesitant as well, and now she's got to build his confidence back. But there was the right lead. I didn't really see that turn. That was really, and he didn't see it either. So he got lost there a little bit. Too bad, you know, but that was her plan, and that's what she did, and now she's going to make up and make it better. Yeah, because he does jump well. He's not afraid, and he's capable. Yeah. Yeah, and here we go. Here we go. She's going to ride, I'm sure, here. You know, that it's unfortunate. It's too bad. She had a plan, and she tried to execute it by doing the right lead and a tighter inside turn than anybody else, and that just, it didn't work out for her today. It just caught him by surprise, of which he's very capable of doing, and he's making up as he goes along. He's showing you that he's real, he's legitimate, he's kind, he won't hold it against her, but that just didn't work out. And she's doing a little different track here too. Jump the other way, and now this vertical coming this way, which makes her have to turn left and go up to the vertical at the far end of the ring, come down to the last drop. Yeah. Okay. And here we go. She did the inside track here. And she knows her horse. She's got him back where she wants him, and he's not going to be worried by that. He's over it.
Maud Boulanger-Bouchard and Paragon. Paragon owned by Dean Baker. C'était le numéro 130 pour cette division de derby de chasse, de $10,000, $10,000 purse in this Hunter Derby, sponsored by Horseware. Score 45 on that round. Le pointage de juge 45 pour la ronde. 10 pour les options. 10 for the options. 5 handy points. 5. Total de 60. Total of 60. Number 329 starting on course, le 329 sur le parcours Bentley. And Catherine Inch riding for Melissa Manwaring.
Okay, we got a nice, attractive brown horse. And he got a little bit worried about the first jump. She got there a little bit quiet, and he stuttered off the ground, which shook him up a little bit. So now she knows she might have to step it up a little bit and forward to make sure he's jumped up. He's concerned a little bit. That bothered him a little bit right there, but she'll get him back, and she's going to ride him here. Yeah, I mean, he's more than capable. Is it all right? Well, yeah, that just took him by surprise a little bit, and he's settling down. Now he's doing it right. Yeah, and he's a type. He's very, very attractive, and he jumps square, and he's a pretty horse, very attractive, and he's more than capable. Yeah, big stride, and that works for you. He's very alert. He's got his ears right up, and he's looking where he's going, but he's looking to study it to do it well. Yeah, yeah, and he's getting over it all now. Yeah. It's what it is, and there we go. Definitely a quality horse again. Good field, lots of good competitors. A tall order for a horse to come in here, after showing all week on kind of different footing, a little more normal jumps, not all filled in and built like this, and to come in and here, and this is a challenge. It's a challenge. But, they'll get it. We don't get all these opportunities all the time. And it's a wonderful opportunity for them.
That was 329 Cathy Inch with Melissa Manwaring's Bentley. Le 329 pour cette division de 3 pieds. This is for the $10,000 Horseware Hunter Derby. Score 65.5, le pointage de juge 65,5 pour la ronde. 10 for the options, 10 pour les options. Handy mark of 8, 8 pour un total de 83,5. 85.5. Correction, there's 83.5, 83,5. Google on course now, and Sabrina Villeneuve.
Okay, here we have a very attractive bay horse. A little bit deep and a little bit questionable about the first jump. Typey, attractive. But yeah, and he's over jumping a little bit, He's a little bit concerned. Yeah, now he's settling. Now he's coming down to earth a little bit here, and he's getting a little more relaxed. And she's letting him settle a little bit here and just try to get it back where she wants it. Yeah, he's scopy, but he's over jumping a little bit, and he looks a little bit edgy about it. Just not right from the first jump. A little bit concerned. But definitely he's got a good pilot up here. She's getting the job done beautifully well. She's right there when he needs it, and she's telling him what to do, and she's giving him a great ride. She comes across here. Yep. And she's tidying it up a little bit now. She's got a good plan, and she's not changing her plan. She's got him right where she wants him. And you know what? She's an expert here, because she's just putting him where she wants him to be and getting him back where she wants him, and not letting it be too bothersome for her, because he is concerned. He's a little bit worried, but she's given him a fantastic ride. Yeah. And as she rides him confidently like that, he's letting down and coming back for her and getting it where she wants him to be. You know, she's not going to be worried about what happened earlier. She's going to finish it well. Yeah, see that? Where she's finding really good distances, and he's staying pretty level, and he's riding very well. So maybe the beginning not, but the end is finishing where she wants him.
Number 405 across the finish line, le 405, that was Google. And the owner, Sabrina Villeneuve, and her coach, Isabelle Lapierre, opting to put Isabelle in the irons today. Montée par Isabelle Lapierre. Le pointage de juge pour Google and Isabelle Lapierre. 74, so 74 for that round. 10 for the options, 10 pour les options. 8 for the handy marks, 8, total de 92, a total of 92. So having seen 14 now, we have a cutoff mark of 63. So on the top 12 right now for this Hunter Derby. 63 is the cutoff mark. Number 660 in the gate, le 660, Rêve de Nabab Edel, and Isabelle Vieilleux, propriétaire et cavalier. No.
Okay, we got a attractive, again, bay horse, 4 white socks, white blaze, first jump. You know, he did that a little different than anybody else. He jumped it kind of left to right, which set up the turn really smooth. He jumped left to right over the first jump, and he did that really well. And there's another good jump. We got a good jumper. And we got a cross scanner, all the way there. That's not going to go in his favor all the way down that line. He just, you know, it's hard. You need to fix that a little bit early, or stay. You know, also wrong was staying on the outside lead all the way to that jump. You don't have to get the lead changed. If they're going to jump it better off the left, stay out, stay left, and if it's a chance he changed, then don't try it. Anyway, that's just my thought on that. It's too bad because it's a good horse. This is a really good horse. Oh yeah, excellent jumper. you know, and he did that really well. He rode a little bit, like you saw. He was a little visual going to the in and out, but it was a great ride and a great jump both through the in and the out. This is one of my better. This is a starry jumper. This is a class act here. Yeah. Oh yeah, and a lovely type, and a great look, and I love the ride. And here we go. Yep. Here we go. Oh yeah, he knows what he's got. He's doing it really well, and he stays the same all the way through it. He doesn't change. Slower, he doesn't get faster. He stays just like Steady Eddie. Steady Eddie. Yeah, that ended up being a little bit quiet. I call that a little bit of a park. He got a little bit deep there, but now he's going to change his mind brilliantly. Great. Some really, really good jumps, though. Definitely a class act.
Over the last, that was number 660, Rêve de Nabab et d'Elle, owned by Isabelle Veilleux, ridden today the catch ride for Manu Geoffroy. So a change of rider before coming into the ring. Scores for Rêve du Nabab, Manu Geoffroy. A score of 67.5, 67,5. 10 pour les options, 10 for the options, handy mark of 7, 7 pour total de 84,5, 84.5. Number 753 now, le 753. 753 is Lavalitha and Jesse Butler riding for Caroline Warren.
Okay, here another attractive bay horse, White Sox, left lead start, and looks nice. Got his ears right up. He's looking at it and jumps it well. And she's going to be a little bit wide here, but fine. Gives herself a little room. And she's going to go to the higher option on the right, which she jumps well, right across here. Yeah, and she knows what she has. She's going to be give it a little bit of room here, not do that inside turn, because she doesn't want to maybe stir him up. She wants to keep him, looks like he might get a little edgy. She wants to keep him nice and quiet and relaxed. And she does this turn, he maybe pulls out a little bit, but always good jumps. And she's just trying to keep it all smooth and nice and rideable. There, a little bit, yeah, a little bit, and he's picking up as he goes a little bit, and she's just staying with him and trying to get him to come back and settle down. And he's getting a little bit excited, but not bad, not bad. She always knows she's got the jump working for her. The jump is great. And the rest, she's just trying to smooth out and iron out. He's a little, I call him the muscle about it, but not bad. He's coming around. He jumps great. And she went after that lead change a little bit. which is fine. That's a good jump. And he's going to go up to the far end. And, you know, she's got a great jumper here. He's sure is easy to look at, attractive, and he jumps great. Yeah, just the rest will get ironed out, but she rode him well, and that was a bit long to the last jump.
$7.53 sur 753, Lovelita et Jessie Butler. A score of 78, total de 78 pour Jessie Butler. 10 for the options, 10 pour les options, 8 handy points, 8. Total de 96, total of 96. $274 now, le 274 à la porte d'entrée. Dice Flowers with Lucy McNamee's Christian Bay.
Okay, we got a nice bay horse here. Left lead, obviously, popular today, and a good jump there. Yep, good jump. And we're gonna go inside. Nice turn. Just came through the turn and raised up his head a little bit. Got a little bit looky about that, and he rode him forcefully, but he rode him really well. After he felt him raise up a little bit, he rode him forward, rode him right out of it, and got really good down the line and good out of the line. And here he's given him a very positive ride. Positive ride, you know. You might feel he's a little looky. He didn't go inside here. He gave him a little room there and got a good jump there. He knows what he has to do. Doesn't want to surprise him. Wants to give him a little bit of a room to get his confidence. And he knows he's got a good jumper. Very good jumper. And he's going to go with that. And here, nice track here. The in and out was very good. I think that was a good decision down there. He thought he's a little looky. He raises up a little bit. I want to give him a little room here. And there, you know, he doesn't give up. He raised up a little bit there again, but he rode him forward and positively and got a good jump out of him. And here we come across here. See, every time he raises up a little bit, but he's right there with him, and he gives him a good ride from that. Very good ride. And here, you know, again, a little looky. It's always a little bit of a surprise. So he's got to be right there for him. There, yeah, and a good ride. A little edgy, but he knows what he has, and he has an excellent jumper and a good type. Nice look. Nice look. Yeah, and a little bit long and a little bit reachy there, but fine. You know, he didn't give him much option there, and he always rides him forward when he thinks something's going wrong, which is right.
274 Christian Bay and Dice Flowers riding for Lucy McNamee. Score for Christian Bay and Tice Flowers. Le pointage de juge 70 pour la ronde, 70 for that round. 10 for all the higher options, 10 pour les options, 8 as a handy mark 8, un total de 88, a total of 88. Number 605 coming in the gate, le 605 maintenant sur le parcours. This is El Dino and Ashley Sakaguchi.
Okay, here we have a tall bay horse. Tall bay horse. Nice look. Nice look. And, you know, might be a little high-headed, but I bet she's going to jump good. And he does. I love his jump. I love his jump. You just get that feeling when they have that good gallop, you're going to get a good jump out of it. And he did. He looks the part. There, it's not quite what she wanted there. A little bit deep there. A little bit deep. You know, it's so funny. She's staying outside track here. She knows what she has here. He might be a little high-headed. You might think maybe they should crank that martingale, but no. I think it's where it should be. Let him have the freedom of his head and neck to use it. And that jump didn't, a little angled there, and a little awkward. And here maybe he didn't give in through the turn enough for her. He argued a little bit. He stayed bent outside, and she ended up getting a little bit parked to that. But I'll tell you what, he is a good jumper, and he has a great look. A great look. You know, it'll all iron out. It'll work out. It'll work out. You know, and a good enough gallop. Yeah, I mean, I like him. I like him. But, you know, we've had a few little mishaps today so far, but it's going to work out. It's going to work out. There, she softened right there. He does jump real well. He jumps very round. He softens right up at the base and jumps well. Yeah, and that worked out well for her. And across to the top jump. That was a good ride. See where she doesn't have to argue at all with him, and she could just relax the rein and let go and come forward with him. It all works out well. Here he stayed on the outside lead. He popped off his lead. And a little bit long there, but he's got all the scope and range in the world. I like him in a lot of ways. Today it wasn't perfect, but it sure is there.
605, le 605, Keldino. And Ashley Sakaguchi qui vient de compléter le parcours. The owner and so top 8 return 4 ribbons today. After we're done, we have 9 more to ride in this class. Encore 9 à compléter le parcours. Right now the cutoff score for ribbons in the arena will be 84.5. Top 10 cutoff is 83.5. Scores for number 605 pour le 605 El Dino and Ashley Sakaguchi. 70 for the round, 70. 10 for all the high options, 10 pour les options, 6 handy points, 6, total de 86, and a total of 86. So in the top 8 right now that'll ride back for ribbons. Cutoff point mark is 86 for riders riding in, 84 for the ribbons. 275 joining us now, le 275. Correction, there's 375, le 375, Beaulieu's Quest, and
okay, here we have
Philippe Lacasse.
Okay, here we have a bay and a Pelham. A little bit tight to the first jump, and here he's going to go to the higher option here. Yeah, a little slow, a little bit deep there again, a little bit deep. Yeah, And he knows that he's not going to do an inside turn here. He's going to give himself a little room, try to get it all nice and relaxed. No big surprises here. Doesn't want to turn him in too early. Yeah, because there you see, and there he questioned that a little bit. Wasn't quite sure about what he was going to do there, and he hesitated off the ground. And again, they're coming away from home a little bit. Again, a little bit hesitant, and a little bit, a little stutter off the ground. And the in and out, and he turns here. You know, he can jump really well. He does that really well. He's just a little bit concerned today. There, a little bit short there. He's riding him right. He's doing the right things. He's not challenging him anywhere. He's putting him where he hopefully will get the best jumps out of him, and he's making good choices. But you know, he's got a little bit of horse on his hands here, and he's cross-cantered all the way through that turn, and ended up getting a little park there. He never cleaned up that lead change, and a little bit of a park there. Now that was better. That was better. That was one of his better ones. And he's going to come across, and he's just trying to get his confidence back. And there he finds a good distance, a quiet one at the end, which makes it a better jump with him, not long, and then he might lose him. Anyway, good ride.
Beaulieu's Quest, number 375. The B&L equestrian entry, monté par Philippe Lacasse. And that was below the cutoff for the ribbons, 62 for the round, 10 for the options, 10 pour les options, 4 as a handy mark, 76, total de 76 for Philippe Lacasse and Beaulieu's Quest. Walking slowly to the gate, number 347, the next on course, prochaine 347, Ever Wonder, and Gabriel Oleski, riding for Terran Wonder.
Okay, here we have a dark brown, just about black horse in a D-bit. And she does a pretty snug turn here. A little tight turn to the first jump. But good jump. Gets a good jump out of it. And she's going to stay in here a little bit. And she's going to keep her gallop going, which is great. And he's got a beautiful look with his head and neck right out in front of him. And good jump. Good jump there. Yeah, she did that well. She angled it a little bit to get the turn, so it was a nice smooth turn on the landing. She smoothed that right out. And here we have higher option. Yeah, jumps well. Jumps well. Comes across to the higher vertical. Little bit kind of slid out on that turn a little bit and went a little wide. Didn't come in through it as smoothly as she wanted, and a little bit cautious to the in and out, and then she has to kind of not chase him out, but ride a little bit forward to get out of the two stride, because she got pretty quiet jumping in. Again, from what happened down there, she didn't want to scare him, and now she's got this back where she wants it. She's going to finish going the higher option here, and it's a great look. You know, he's got his head and neck right out in front of him, and a nice look. And she's going to get the lead change here and go to this option here on the right. Yeah, he jumps really well. And a very huntery and a nice way of going. Just really smooth. Yeah, and that was excellent there. Yeah. And she did make up and do that really well. And I like her ride. Yeah, and a very good jump. All right.
Ever Wonder and Gabriel Oleski, le 347, number 347. 5 to go. This field originally of 30 riders for the $10,000 Hunter Derby presented by Horseware. Slimmed down to 28 altogether with the couple of scratches before we started. So down to the final 5 now. Ever Wonder and Gabriel Oleski will be happy with their score. An 80 on that round, 80. 10 pour les options, 10 for the options, 8 for the handy mark, a total of 98, total de 98. So the cutoff for riding back for ribbons of 87. 84.5, the cutoff for ribbons, so 10th place. 7:06 at the ring now. First of the 5 remaining. This is Playlist. La première de 5 pour compléter. Playlist et Claudia Wagner-Wilson.
Okay, we have a beautiful bay with 4 white socks. Nice big white blaze. Very attractive. Left turn, look a little stary. Looked out to the right a little bit, but then she cruised him right in and got him where she wanted him and got a good jump. Good gallop. Yep. That worked out well for her. See, there's where I'm talking about. Very smart. Stay on the left. I'm not looking for a lead change there, and she got a really good jump out of it. She doesn't have to clean up that shape. That she can stay left all the way down to it rather than chance a lead change she might not get. And it's hard to do it in a broken line in the middle like that. And she stayed outside here, a little more room, but got a really good jump out of the oxer. And she's a little wide there, but fine because she knows what she's doing. Again, I always say it's a jumping contest. So, this is sure one of your better jumpers. So she's going to make all that work for her. Yeah, and that's very good there. He sure is a nice type, and he's got a beautiful jump. Nice and a great way of going. Great way of going. Definitely one of your better ones. Top of the pile with the jump and the quality right here in front of you. You're seeing, yep, it's what you want. Yep, this is great. Yep, never a bad jump. He jumps square. He jumps great. Good expression. Yep. Yeah, it's nice to see one like this, and he stays the same all the way through. Like he doesn't get any quicker. He doesn't get flat. He's giving her some nice jumps. A little quiet there, but he's such a good jumper. She can do that, and she gets away with it because he jumps so well. And there she does there. Yeah, and beautiful there. A nice finish.
Le 706, 7:06. Claudia Wagner-Wilson and the Playlist. A performance score of 83 for Playlist and Claudia 83 pour la performance, 10 pour les options, 10 for the options, handy of 6, 6 pour un total de 99, total of 99. Slips into second place right now with number 583 coming in, 583, Icorino. Owned by Kira Welts and ridden by Kelly Robinson.
Okay, we got a gray and left, an attractive gray. Another good look, beautiful look. Oh yeah, and a slick jumper. And I love the way she has her horse right in a great package, a great look. It's really nice to look at across the ground, and that is a really good jump. And there, left lead, stay left, stay left, stay left. See? And she gets a really good jump and a beautiful turn. Good job. Boy, she's an expert. She's an expert. She knows what she's doing. And this horse is giving her really good efforts. Oh yeah. Nice and high and scopy. It's too bad. You know, enough steps away with a late lead change. But she knew she wasn't getting it. She went after it and had to demand it a little bit, which kind of roughed it up a little bit now. And she's paying for it a little bit here and has to ride him a little bit forward through the in and out. But she sure has a great animal, and she knows what she's doing. And she fixed that up. You know, it's just the way it goes. You know, it could be a little bit green, that it's not really automatic with the leads, and they have to be set up a little bit. But that's just unfortunate that happened, because he jumped the jump so well. But yet still, she's a contender. She's a contender. It's sure one you would want. It's got a beautiful look and a beautiful gallop. Yep. Yeah, that's great. I mean, look at, he's very relaxed now. He's not going to worry about that from that. She's got him right where she wants him, because she rides him so well, you know. She's going to get the most out of this, even though that didn't work out perfect for her. She's going to get the most out of this. And sure shooting, she's got the most out of it. That was great. Good finish. Beautiful finish.
583 coming across the finish line, Nicolino. And Kelly Robinson riding for Kira Welts. Le 583. For 583, Icolino and Kelly Robinson, a score of 88, the performance de 88. 10 for the options, 10 handy points, and a class leading score of 108, 108. 330 now, first of three remaining in this derby, le 330. Nikkanen and Avery May Pritchard.
Okay, Chestnut, Pelham. First jump. Okay, a little bit quiet because he raised up, and that's what she ended up with. But a good jump, and she's going to pick it up and get the most out of it right now. She's going to show her best. High option. A little quiet there. Jumped it well, landed right. It's going to make this work out well. And she's right at the oxer, and she does a nice turn there and lands and keeps her gallop. Keeps her gallop right here. Keeps her gallop, yep. In the higher option. Yep. And jumped that really well. Nice go. Yep. Beautiful. He's, you know, I like him. I'm going to call him a soldier. He's positive about his job. He's positive about what he does, and he's giving it his best right now. He's a soldier. He just does his job. And he's not going to let you down. No, he doesn't. He's just like that. He's a real good guy. Real good guy. I could live with him easily. And there to the turn. And she jumps out well. He always gives you a jump. And through the turn here. He's alert, but not too alert. Attentive and solid. Solid citizen. Yep. I like him. Yep. Yep, and that was good there. And she'll finish up nice. You know, a smooth, consistent, positive round. Yeah, and there, that was really good. Yep, a good go.
McKinnon and Avery May Pritchard, le numéro 330. So the cutoff to ride in for ribbons right now, 89. The cutoff for placings to 10th is 87. Score for number 330, le pointage pour le 330. A performance score of 86, 86. 10 for the options, 10 pour les options, 8 as a handy mark. Total of 104, total de 104. So the cutoff for riding in for ribbons is now 92. And the cutoff for ribbons to 10th is 88. 697, first of two remaining in the $10,000 Hunter Derby. The 697, Maximus TF and Paige Watkinson.
Okay, nice, attractive brown horse in a Pelham. Nice, she gives him a little bit of room there and gets a good jump out of it. She wanted to let him see the sights a little bit and get comfortable rather than turning too sharp to the first jump. Just get that going for her. And now she's going to go to the higher option. She does well. A little bit long, but good. Landed right. That's going to make that work out. She's going to plan this turn, which is very nice. And she's going to go a little bit wide here, which is her option. She wants to keep it all nice and smooth. And she's going to look in here and do the higher option. Right here. Yep. And looks in here. And again, a little bit wide, but you know, she knows what she's riding. She knows what she has. And she's going to give some to get the best jumps she can out of her horse and give him the best ride she can. She has a plan, and she's going forth with that plan. Yeah, a little bit quiet there. You know, and he could have maybe jumped a little bit better. I'm going to call it a little uneven with the front end. And she's a little toury here. She's going out to give herself a little room because he made a little bit of a mistake at the in and out. And she's going to do now this one. Like that. Yep, that was a good jump. Jump. And now she's going to here. And you know, it's a plan, and this is her plan, and this is what she planned on doing, and he's being agreeable with her. He's missing this lead, and that's a trot. I have to call that a trot, so that'll be a score. He didn't do a skip change. He trotted to get his lead change there, because and she got a little bit parked there from that, a little bit stuck on that jump, and again he's going to be a little bit. No, she cleaned up that change.
$697, le 697 Maximus TMF, owned and ridden by Paige Watkinson. Result for Maximus, TMF, and Paige Watkinson below the cutoff. They have 54 for the performance, 8 for the options, 3 as a handy mark, 65 today, 65 total. And the final ride now for the Horseware $10,000 Hunter Derby. Number 397 or 397, Sam I Am. Owned by Miguel Sanchez and ridden by Taylor Brooks.
Okay, a right lead. Right lead. There you go. Ooh, didn't that work out well for her? And she went nice and wide and got it nice and straight to it and got a good jump. Yep. Yep, like that. Yeah, that was good. And right across and inside with this. Yeah, and jumps really well, really well. And again, an attractive, a great look too. I like the look. Yeah, and that was a good ride there. Yep, nothing wrong with that. Galloped right up to the in and out. Jumped out beautiful, and she's staying with the gallop. You know, she's picked it up a little bit, but she's staying with the forward ride. And it sure has a nice way of going. Beautiful way of going. And you know what? And she's getting good jumps, and she's staying forward, which I think this class always works out better if you hit a little better lick, if you work with a little better gallop, because it's on a big field, and it'll allow you to do that, and the distances are very accommodating that you can ride forward to everything. Always coming forward is your best option. Coming forward. It's working for her. Yep, and that was all right. Settled down there a little bit. And it's, again, a beautiful type, easy to look at. Easy to look at, and a really good jumper. Yep, and beautiful there. Okay, great ride. Good finish.
Over the last and across the line, that's Sam I Am and Taylor Brooks. Le numéro 387, la dernière pour le Derby de chasse de Horseware. And a good finish to the Derby with a performance mark of 85 for Sam I Am and Taylor. Performance de 85, 10 pour les options, 10, 10 for handy, 10 for the options. 105 is a total de 105. So Taylor finishes in second place. We'll wait for the confirmation of the scores from the judges. So, Randy, we're setting up now for the awards presentation. A great derby here with great high marks right to the end. Anything you saw on course today that you might want to take home?
Okay, I want to take a lot of them home. Seriously? Seriously. What a great group of horses. It was like I was judging it as well, and I really enjoyed that. It would be a thrill. They're all contenders. What a great placing with all of them. They performed beautifully on this grass field, and great riders, great horses, a lot of potential, and truly something to be proud of in Canada to have such a great group of quality horses all the way through. Look at that lineup. They're all stars. They really are. A pleasure to watch, a pleasure to be a part of.
Thank you, Randy, and thank you for your coverage during the class. We're very pleased to have with us Mr. Kelly Nichols, Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Horsewares, along with his daughter, Jillian, to present the awards. Down to Kelly for an interview with our winner.
Well, Kelly, congratulations. It's 2 weeks in a row that we welcome you into the winner's circle. And hometown girl, we couldn't be more proud of you. Congratulations. How does it feel to win again?
Thanks, Tracy. I'm so excited to win just one time on this field, let alone twice in 2 weeks. I'm really happy with this young horse. He really came to the party today for sure. And I'd like to thank everybody at Wesley Clover Parks for having such a beautiful Derby field and such a wonderful horse show. I'm pretty excited.
Well, thank you so much, and please enjoy your awards, and thanks for adding us to your competition calendar.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Tracy. And now to the presentation of awards again. Once again, we have Kelly Nichols with us, Vice President of Sales and Marketing at Horseware, along with his daughter Jillian, accompanied by Executive Director of the Wesley Clover Parks and Tournaments, Karen Sparks, to present the awards. The winner coming forward now. Again, your winner in this class. Top honors going to number 583, le 583, Icorino, owned by Kira Vetz and ridden by Kelly Robinson. So moving off to the side for the photos, we'll continue with the presentations. The second place, la deuxième place, au 397, 397. Taylor Brooks with Sam I Am. The third place award goes to number 330, troisième place, le 330, Nick Cannon and Avery May Pritchard. Finishing fourth in the Derby, the $10,000 prize Derby from Horseware, number 550, le 550, Cannon D, and Christine Wiggins, riding for Julie Wilson. Moving up to the winner's circle for the fifth place award, 407, Isabelle Lapierre with Johnny Legares Carrera S. Sixth place, la sixième place au 706, number 706, Claudia Wagner-Wilson with Playlist.
Whoever just talked to me about the pony jumpers, can they please come back?
Seventh place in the Horseware Hunter Derby. Septième place au Derby de chasse Horseware, le 347, 347. Bridle number assigned to Ever Wonder. And Gabriel Oleski riding for Terran Wonder.
Okay. Whoever talked to me about the pony jumpers, can they please come back?
Eighth place, huitième place au 753, number 753. 753, Lovelita. And Jesse Butler riding for Carolyn Warren. And rounding out the top 10 for the ribbons today, the ninth place went to 405, neuvième le 405, Google and Sabrina Villeneuve. I think it was ridden today by Isabelle Lapierre. And 215 was 10th, le 215 en 10e place, Jackpot, c'est Manu Geffroy. Congratulations, riders, and once again, your winner, number 583, le 583, la première place à Icolino, and Kelly Robinson, who will now lead the victory gallop. Le galop de la victoire. So thank you once again to Horseware, sponsor of the $10,000 Hunter Derby. A great performance today. Super horses, super competition, very high points to the cutoff. Thank you to our presenting sponsor today, Kelly Nichols, with his daughter Jillian. He is Vice President of Sales and Marketing at Horseware. And thank you to Karen Sparks